You never know who you're going to impact by even just existing. I have this, I was thinking the other day about this friend that I have, um, that honestly I haven't seen in a couple of years now. For some time, we from time to time travel together, and we saw each other in different parts of the world, and share some trips together. But now it's actually been a while since we seen each other, and we keep in contact, but not that much. And she's a person who from time to time sends me always these beautiful messages of um basically saying, like, reels and things that other people post, but she shares them with me, and they are always about, like, being being someone who inspires them, and being proud of me and things like that. And every time that I get a message like that, I never take it for granted. And I honestly think that a lot of times, because of course with the people that we spend the most time with, we might see the impact that we have on them, kind of like in real time, or depending on the work that you do. When I work with my coaching clients, yes, I'm able to kind of like see the impact right there. But how many people do we impact just by the way that we live, for example? And I have been realizing that for myself more and more. Just by the fact that I am allowing myself to be myself, to experience life the way that I do, to share my thoughts here on the internet, and let them find whoever needs to hear them. By all those things, I get to impact people that I will never know that I impact. I have no way to know. But someone might find a piece of content, something that I wrote, or a video like this, and that might be something that really change or shifts a perspective that that person has, and that might have um, a domino impact in their whole lives. Because I know that more than once, one thing that I saw, one small phrase that someone said, one video that I found, kind of changed the trajectory of my life. There are some things that I'm like, wow, this this is so true. This is so accurate to what I'm going through. And some really small things sometimes are actually the biggest, the ones that have more powerful. And I feel that's the power of everyone else's life story. Because and I feel like we talk a lot about being authentic lately, and I'm seeing that more and more online, like, oh yes, be yourself, be authentic, be this, be that. And the whole point of that is actually to be able to express yourself, to be able to give voice to the things that not everyone is willing to do. Because if you really think about it, human experiences are all the same. And this is what I mean by that. Nothing that happened either to me or that could ever happen to you, whatever that is. Nothing that can happen or that happened in any of our lives, it's new. All the things that happened, even the biggest tragedies or the biggest wins, there is someone else and multiple peoples that went through that throughout history. Maybe not in the exact same context and position and in the same exact environment, but there are no new human experiences. You know what I mean? The emotions that we feel are the same. So yes, there are more than millions of people out there who also lost her mom to suicide as I did. I know I'm not unique for having that experience. There are millions of people that either now or before and in the future will leave their really, really small hometown and travel the world. I know I'm not the only person who is going to experience that in life. And with that, anything that you can think of, like people that get married, people that get divorced, people that get cheated on, like everything that you can think of, all those experiences, millions of plenty of people already had them. Like earn a fortune, lose it, like anything that you can think of. No human experience, it's new, it's unique. What is unique? It's you, it's me, it's the way that I got to go through that experience, is the way that I decided to go through that experience. It's the way that I manage it, the way that I felt about it, the challenges, the particular challenges that show up for me, the way that I show up and either solve them or complain about them, the lessons that I learn and the way that I can apply those lessons in like to the rest of my life and to all the different areas and all the different things that happen in my life. It's the way that I can share that story and make someone feel seen, heard, understood in a way that not everyone gets. Because I remember when that happened to me, most of the people around me still has their mom with them, and that's wonderful. So it was really hard for them to relate to the experience, really hard. I was just one friend who had also lost his mom in a completely different way, but he was one of the only ones who could actually relate to my life experience. And I think this also ties out beautifully with a quote that I heard plenty of times and I see from time to time in social media that says something about do not take criticism or advice from someone who's not living the type of life that you want. And this is exactly the same point. If you're going through something really bad, your best bet is finding someone in person or online who has gone through the same thing. Not because you are gonna copy paste what they did, but because those are the people that you are going to relate to. Those are the people who are going to actually understand you. And the same thing, that's like from a past perspective. So someone who have been through what you are going through right now. And from a future perspective, it's okay. Take us not taking this criticism on this advice from people who live lives that are completely different to what you want. How many times we let people who have a life that we will never be happy in give us these inputs and telling us their opinions, and that we should do this and do that and not do this and react like that. And it's wonderful, and everyone has an opinion, but at the same time, it's you need to choose whose inputs are gonna be actually important to you. You have to choose whose opinions actually matter, because if you are trying to get here, or if your dream life is this, and you are listening to someone whose life is here, like completely different, then yeah, it's really hard. Even if you do whatever they say, it's probably gonna keep you here, not here. You understand what I mean? And sometimes it's hard, because if you are in a maybe a little bit unconventional path, and again, whatever you are doing, someone did it before. It's not that you are the first person trying to build whatever you're trying to build. Could be, as I say, slightly different, but like, for example, in my case, that I am living abroad, traveling mostly, and having this a little bit more nomadic life, and doing business and everything online. I am definitely not the only person doing this. But at some point in my life, I was listening to the people who had lives that I didn't want, people who has, like, let's say, normal jobs, and who travel once a year. And I was listening to them as my source of opinions. And then I realized, hey, if I keep listening to them, I'm never gonna get here. I need to find the people who are already here and see how they did it. Not to, again, copy paste, but to get some inspiration, to see, yeah, how other people did it, and also to get that sense of, hey, it is possible. When you find people who are living the life that you wish to live, your brain starts getting more convinced. You start giving your brain proof that that is possible. So that is so, so important. The whole point of the video, I mean, it started with the you don't know who you can impact, but I feel this, it's kind of like the other side of the coin. You never know who gets impacted by you being yourself, and at the same time, when you are looking for inspiration, always try to focus or try to look for the people who either went through what you're going through or are already where you want to be. That's your best option. And yes, I would really encourage you to, even if it's not, you don't need to be posting online to inspire others. Honestly, by being yourself, and by this I mean by being committed to creating the life that you really feel aligns with you, and by being committed to make mistakes if needed and to change courses if needed, you're already inspiring way more people than you ever gonna realize. Sending you a lot of love, and see you again tomorrow.